Here we're here with Vince, the man. What do you reckon? What's your overview of the bike?
I'm crying. If it wasn't a Suzuki, I'd say it's on its last leg.
Yeah, that tyre just got fitted on last week because I punctured the other one at Rainbow Beach.
I think we should put
New sprocket?
some wheel bearings in.
Oh, okay.
Those ones, that's a weak point if you do a lot of miles, and particularly in off-road. There's movement in that back wheel, so that's why I'd take that out. Have a look in there. See in there, you can see that gap. I'd be having a look at that also. Your push drives.
Oh, okay.
When we get it off. Yeah, we need to pull that wheel off and have a look at that. Yeah, see how it's all sloppy, the spline?
Yeah.
Suzuki's do that a little, they got a coarse spline. Just tightening up's probably all you're going to need.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I put a new spring in that because that wasn't working.
Yeah.
And it wasn't starting. It was kept switching off as I was riding.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I put a new spring here to fix that problem.
Yeah,
but
they bounce and causes it.
But it makes sense just to take it off, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
we unbolt that, chuck it away. Up here under the seat, the green plug, we join the wires.
Yep.
We ought to lube that clutch cable too. It's super heavy. Oh. See that clunk?
yeah.
That's your starter clutch. It's getting warm.
Oh, okay. I didn't really hear the clunk, but
You don't want to hear it. Is that what you're saying?
no, I just my ears aren't as sensitive to certain things, I guess.
Yeah. Didn't the liar of a thing.
That one sounds
Jeez, that's noisy.
throaty, yeah.
That's bloody noisy. Yours, this throttle is dead, you know, like rubbing on here and everything. It makes yours feel difficult to respond.
I kind of don't mind it. It's like a automatic cruise control.
Yeah.
I can just throttle it up, scratch my nose.
Then.
Oh, there was?
It clunked then.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
when it stopped. Yeah.
So
there's a little bit of wear in that.
in the starter motor. Yeah.
It's the start, not the motor. It's the big gear. There's a thing in here. There's a one-way clutch that allows the that when the starter motor engages, it's a one-way bearing sort of thing, and it turns the crank. And when they get a bit worn, they kind of half stick.
Yep.
So, I mean, they can go for a long time with that noise.
Yep.
It doesn't get any better.
What's your overview of the bike?
I'm crying. If it wasn't a Suzuki, I'd say it's on its last leg. But no, it'll be all right. You've obviously got a few obvious things to tidy up, like you've got your tyres in the throttle that I don't particularly like. Little bit of a clunk in the engine, on the starter clutch, engaging clutch. Wheel bearings in the back. I probably should take it for a ride. I'm not a fan of those exhaust systems, but that's fine. That won't matter. And we may need to change the jetting a little bit.
Yep.
I think you said it's a bit difficult to start when it's cold.
Yeah, so maybe a bigger pilot jet.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to try. That we usually put a bigger one size bigger pilot jet in it, which tends to improve the start.
What size pilot you normally put them in?
Let's go to a 45 and start and see.
Yeah. True.
See for a beginning.
Yeah, I don't even actually know exactly which main jet is in there, so
even which pilot jet's in it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have a clue.
How is the air filter? Has it got one?
In the airbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they live. In the airbox. Yep.
I put a new one in
Yeah.
Before I left Brisbane.
Okay.
So, yeah,
right.
the old one was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But
Sort of oil? What sort of filter oil did you use on it?
I didn't.
What, an airbox?
Yeah, because this you'll see when you see this airbox, it's
a
hacked.
wreck.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the boot as well.
Oh, okay.
So
and
I've got the new airbox, so when we
Yeah.
rejet it, I'll chuck the new airbox.
That'll make
in.
it run a bit dodgy when it's, you know. Yeah.
I think, I don't know exactly, but this tank I get around 400 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's including the reserve tank.
Yeah, that's a bit heavy. It's not too bad for an airbox being hacked up.
Yeah, it's a bit heavy, yeah.
Yeah, I would, you should be able to get 500 Ks, very close to 500 Ks or a little better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
With the right airbox in it and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured we'd. That's why I bought the airbox here, rather do it properly.
Yep.
And also, I was told as well when I rejet it, I need to change the exhaust. Or like.
Yeah, it depends. The jetting needs to be done depending on how it's running, not necessarily what the exhaust is. You can put one exhaust on and put some jets in, and it mightn't be exactly the same for another one.
Yep. And if seeing as though I can't get a stain tune exhaust at the moment, because the factory's restarting, what's the second best exhaust I can get, or you reckon just leave this one on?
Oh no, you've got this. It's it's better than no exhaust.
Yeah.
I can put a standard one on it for you. We can put original ones. We got them. Got heaps of them.
But what do you reckon?
It might run better.
Yeah.
With it, but it's heavier. This will be light.
Yeah.
But a little noisy maybe. But the standard exhaust pipe is really quite efficient. It's actually quite a good exhaust pipe. It's just heavy and fat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if I don't mind about the weight, it might be a good idea. I guess we can.
Yeah. This needs tightening up too. It's a little bit loose.
No, okay.
And it'll just get worse. I don't like the look of this setup. I think you ought to put that bolt in properly.
So that actually had no nut on it.
Oh, is that?
And that's the furthest I could get it on. Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not the smartest bloke with that, but.
Yeah. Oh, she's all right for an old girl.
Yeah.
You know.
And what do you reckon? Do you think it's necessary to get the the pivot pegs? Do you like them?
Wide. Oh, I like pivot pegs. They're really good, but there's a lot of things that are good to have, but you don't have to have them. You know?
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, that bump stop at the bottom of this rear shock, it's completely cracked. There's even more problems than I thought there were, eh? It's unbuckled. You see this team? It's the best team in the world. If you're not supporting it, something wrong with you. Check them out. You might know it as the team that Sipiwe Shabalala played for. Guy who scored the first goal of the 2010 World Cup. Anyway, side topic. Back to the bike. I've got a friend who asked me to ask a question for you. He asked how durable is the bottom end of these bikes, and how will it cope with a 790 bore kit?
Very durable. Why do you want to put a 790 bore kit in it?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Is it a 790 bore kit?
Yeah, they make a couple of different
big
ones.
bore 790. Do you think it would that would stress the bottom end?
No, it's a really tough engine.
Yeah.
It'll stress the clutch.
Yeah.
But other than that, it shouldn't do any damage to the bottom of it. It's I just wonder why they want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
But so with this, you recommend? I was thinking do the top end and rejet the carb. Otherwise, the bottom end should be fine.
Oh yeah, the bottom end will be good.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we need to strip a bit of it off and have a look at some stuff.
Yeah.
This week. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Set it up for the big ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, there you have it, guys. That's Vince Strang's opinion on Sianda. Ooh, I didn't ask him about the name. I'll have to ask him on the road trip. But yeah, I reckon he likes her. What do you think? And I mean, he did mention a lot of faults, but a lot of people do that. You know? She's sexy. Sexy Sianda the Suzuki. Just needs a bit more love. I reckon we'll be right. Let's go. Bit of work to do.